Whalawhala hiatu, hada i tolo do walatala ke lata i mai mama hea honei. Kua liu ni whahinga hua leo leo he motu ke hataki whamalolo atu ke he tau ngata ne whai mtoka kai nā kai latu tongi whakafou i e tau laisini motoka ke hoko atu ke he ofisa leo leo ke te tongi i tau laisini motoka hamtolu. Kua molea lahi toa i a mga aho ke te tongi ai i tau laisini motoka ke lata i mo i tau nei si kai ke ni ke uruka koe ma kapsinga tau se he whahi ngā hua leo leo tā hokotaki kia koe. Tā mena fōki ke lata mai mga aho ka pāla moi momoli ai e puhala tū, pe mai e takitaki leo leo ke mailonga i tau holo mawhisi he tau mga aho osi, kai mua atu ke tau mga aho ia katoa i e uha, si pala moi momoli fōki e puhala tū. Ke mailonga fōki ke whakamamau e mtoka hau mai he mtoka i mua, kai ua whakatata atu hako mena ka tū whakasepe mtoka i mua, ua nā kai whai mga aho koe ke tōwhi i hawa mtoka, ke ua pākia mo mtoka i mua. Whapare mole si whakaholo whakainene tau mga hosi, si bihia whoki ni ke he lota taone hara tōlu i alofi. Manata whoki la ini a ango he whahi ki tahi he pahala tū i alofi, ke ua mai ki he mtoka ke tutuai he whahia. Whapare mole si mai longa whakalahi tau mata whakatawhono pahala tū, ke ua whaimena whakalutu kia ke tupuai kia koe po ke hawa mtoka. Kua manaki a Niue ke whamatapatu e taha wheua festivalo ke lata mo i tau a mena kai he mahina ha o ke topa he tau nei. Kua whakaholoanga nei ne kua kauwhalataha ki ai e Chamber of Commerce, whahe whenonga e waewa, taonga Niue, Ministry of Social Services, ha koe taha manako he whakawhono ke kumi puhala ke whakahohoa ki e tō ngata waewa ki o mai. Koe taha puhala nei he whakawhono ke whakaholo ki mua, e tau puhala moua tupe ke moua moe whakaholoanga kua kehe ke whakatai atu whoki ke he taunanga tu whunga whamotu ne kua whamahani ke whakahoko langataha he tau i ta mahina a pelila. Ko e taunanga kai e Niue kua amanaki ke whakahoko ke mahina hau ke tapa ke mai he aho tolu ke he aho ono si ke kehe tau wheua ne kua amanaki ke whamapatu he motu. Ka boa whakatoka he chamber ke lata mo i tōru i mahina nei, ne hangao atu ki ai ke whai whakaholoanga whakamua. Ko mahina nei ko tausi ai e whitoko ki kumi taha logo ke whamatapatua ki taonga kai Niue. Ko e mahina na ka hau tō whai whakatokaanga mo i aonga tōlunga ke kau whakataha i tau whanau ke whitoko tonu kai Junior Master Chef mai mahina ha se petema ke lata mo do kai Niue ko mahuinga lahi ke motu. To whai whakatokanga i chamber ko tause ke tuku hake tau whailoanga ke halotolu a website. Mo e Facebook ko e heingo ai tau whakaholoanga ke tau whahi tapu takitaha ke mailonga he tau tangata he motu pihia ni mo lautolu he tau motu kehe. Koe manako ke maike ai e tokolonga he tau tangata ka whenonga mai pauaki mai tau wheua nei, si hahai ai e tau palepare mitaki ke whetoko ki ai. Kumi puhala lautolu ke whaka kehe tau wheua nei, mai moi whalu a tau whakaholoanga whoki kua whamahani ke tau se ai he motu hara tolu. The Chief of Police has made another appeal to motorists with unregistered vehicles. To register their motor vehicles as time for requesting for registering a vehicle for 2014 has long gone past. The police warned that if unregistered vehicles are stopped on the road, the police will not hesitate but to lay charges against the owner for that unregistered vehicle. The Chief of Police also reminded people about speed and following too closely to the vehicle in front. There was an incident in the city last week, and he also would like to encourage people to drive to the conditions at all times, especially when the road condition is slippery or a lot of traffic built up in the central Alofi. He also warned motorists not to park on the seaside of Alofi main road. And that side of the road is marked with a dotted yellow line, meaning no parking and should be kept clear at all times. Please be mindful of the road rules and other drivers using the same road as you are. Accidents causes a lot of burden to families, especially if someone gets hurt or causes severe damage to your vehicle. So please slow down and drive to the condition at all times. Niue is gearing up to host its very own food festival in October, with plans in motion to make this an alternative event to attract more tourism to the island. The Niue Food Festival is a concept that has been developed as part of the government's long-term strategies for economic development in the tourism sector. The new initiative will be a joint effort between the Niue Chamber of Commerce, Niue Tourism, Taonga Niue, DEF, and Ministry of Social Services. As a lead-up to building hype in the community, there are a number of activities that will be rolled out over the next few months that will provide a perfect opportunity for community involvement in developing branding concepts and interest in participating. The first activity is a logo competition where the final image will be used on all promotion materials. In a drive to generate interest from students, a junior master chef competition will be held for Niue High School teams, each with their own mentor. There is also an open competition for Niue's best national dish. According to Felicity Boland from the Niue Chamber of Commerce, international food festivals have proven to have positive returns and spin-offs in other countries, and Niue is hoping for the same. The Niue Chamber of Commerce is taking the lead and will be providing weekly updates on their website as well as their Facebook page, with the hope it will generate more interest locally and also from those living abroad who would be keen for a taste of the authentic Niuean cuisine. Niue Food Festival is scheduled for the 3rd to the 6th of October 2014. And here's our news from around the region. Papua New Guinea Prime Minister Peter O'Neill Monday refused to go in for questioning in the response to an arrest warrant that was issued by the Royal PNG Constabulary's National Fraud and Anti-Corruption Directorate. The warrant was served on Monday morning by the Assistant Commissioner for Police and Crimes, Thomas Ula, and the politician was expected to front up at the Directorate at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. It is in relation to allegations of fraudulent payments made to law firm Paul Pakara Lawyers between May 2013 and February 2014. However, by 3 p.m. the police investigators were still waiting and were later advised of an urgent application by the Prime Minister's lawyer in the National Court to get an injunction to stop the interrogation pending the outcome of another court proceedings by Finance Minister James Marape to determine the legality or otherwise of the payments to Paul Paraka Lawyers. Correspondence obtained by the Post Courier pointed to convicted Police Commissioner Sir Tom Kulunga, who wrote a formal request to Prime Minister to present himself for a formal record of interview to take place at either 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. on Monday. The letter was dated 16th of June 2014 and signed by the top cop. However, the Prime Minister denied the allegations in a statement released yesterday afternoon, saying the task force sweep has exonerated him and he will fight the charges through his lawyers. Papua New Guinea's Anti-Corruption Task Force says fresh evidence shows PNG Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has acted dishonestly and corruptly in a case involving $28 million in legal fees paid by the government. An arrest warrant was served on O'Neill on Monday, but his legal team arranged a stay in proceeding. And O'Neill has vowed to defend him against what he describes as a political motivated stunt. About 28% of more than 550,000 Fijians who have registered to date are first-time voters. Of the total, about 200,000 are below 35 years of age who may have no previous experience in the election process or have never taken part in one. And Supervisors of Elections Mohammed Saneem assures that every effort and every means possible will be taken, including via social media, to ensure these voters as well as others will be registered later, know how to vote, then to vote and where to vote by 17th of September when the country heads to the polls. His assurances came as the Fiji Elections Office launched the voter awareness campaign for the 2014 election day in Suva, in which it also launched a voter information guide and other informational materials that seek to explain who can vote, how one can vote, when one can vote, and where one can vote, and what happens to one's votes. The total of 30,000 individuals are anticipated to have received the booklet and read through and understood the contents. The guide will also be made available in the 2 major vernacular languages by next week to ensure maximum reach. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry has called for a global regime to protect the oceans, which he said were under threat from too much fishing, acidification from climate change, and marine pollution. Kerry opened the 2-day Our Ocean Conference at the State Department with a call for all nations to move beyond talks and studies to taking specific steps towards a global agreement to protect the oceans. Joining Kerry was Kiribati's President Noti Tong, who said the small Pacific nation would ban commercial fishing from its Phoenix Islands protected area by 1st of January. The low-lying state, consisting of 33 islands, is highly vulnerable to rising sea levels, one of the most severe impacts of climate change. Most of Kiribati's land is less than 2 meters above sea level. President Tong called climate change the greatest moral challenge of modern times, adding the main hope of addressing climate change lies within the oceans. Kerry, a long-time advocate of measures to address climate change when he was in the U.S. Senate, said current piecemeal national policies to protect the world's oceans failed to address the problems that will affect the entire planet. Only 2% of the world's oceans are protected areas that limit human activity and protect marine life, and countries should strive to raise that to 10%, he said. And finally, Solomon Islands disaster officials have delayed plans to close the remaining evacuation centres, which were opened after April floods. Solomon Islands National Disaster Council Director Lottie Yates told Pacific Beat the council has been given until 21st of June to clear the remaining centres. He says the closures were delayed by budgetary problems, but he expects the NDC operations to be back on the schedule soon. The April floods left thousands homeless, many of whom were living in squatters' settlements close to the rivers and waterways around the capital Honiara. More than 1,000 people are still in emergency accommodation, some unable to return to their destroyed homes, others holding out for compensation after rumours the government would provide cash grants to victims. Yates said authorities are aiming to repatriate people back to their province of origin, which will be a challenge. He says many appear unwilling to return to their home provinces after settling in Honiara for a long term. And those are our news for today.